guys, welcome back to my channel. Simone here. Today I'm going to be doing a really exciting book haul. I have recently filmed, in fact I filmed a moment ago, my other book haul, which is like all the other books that I bought before I went to see Emily and Charlie. So I'll link that video down below if it's already gone out or it's coming up next after this one. But basically, in the middle of July, again I don't know when this video is going out so I'm just going to say that, I went to meet Charlie from Charlie Brooke and Emily from Novelle Novels for the first time ever. We talk all the time and I love those girls to death. I absolutely adore them. But we decided that we were going to meet in person and I went to see them and we went charity shopping, and do you know what, we had such a wonderful day. They took me to Henley. I will link down below Charlie's vlog of Henley that she did when she went with her mum. Her mum's amazing, by the way, just wanted to say that because loved her mum as well. We went to Henley, so like I said, I'll link that vlog so you can see sort of where we went. And then we went everywhere. We sat by the river, and then we went charity shopping, and then we went to Emily's house and I met her husband, who's absolutely lovely, and her two children. So big hi to Mia and Thomas. I love both of them so much. They're so cute, and had a lovely time, and I know that we're going to keep doing it loads because I'm really excited, and they're going to come to me next time, which is going to be amazing. And yeah, I generally just can't wait. So needless to say, I bought a lot of books. Now I came home on the train with a rucksack and a bag in my hand, and in those bags there was a total of 36 books. Now I only bought 25 of them because 11 of them were given to me by Emily and Charlie, so I'll let you know as I go which ones they gave me and which ones I got. And they also got me some little presents for my birthday, so I will obviously show you those when I come to them in the bags as well. And yeah, generally I just want to say I love those girls so much. And we also did a collab video. All of us have a video on our channels which will probably already be up before this video goes up, so I will again link those below. Go and check them out because both those girls are beautiful girls and I adore them so much, and honestly I could not be happier. And yeah, I just wanted to share the books that we got because we had a wonderful time, and I was definitely the least restrained. I think I definitely got the most books between all three of us, which does not surprise me in any way. So yeah, let's get started and I'll show you what I got. So the first book that I got was The Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood by Rebecca Wells. Now there is a funny story to this. Basically, Emily looked at my Goodreads list when we first started talking to see what books we should buddy read together, and she said to me, oh, I've just bought this book because I saw that you have it on your shelf. And I was like, never heard of that book in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, apparently it was on my shelves. I can't now find the book anywhere, so really I think there's just been some kind of like weird book monster. But we saw this in the charity shop and I said, look what I've just found, and she said, you've already got it. And I said, I don't know where it is. I've done the bookshelf tour and I can't find it. So I decided to pick it up. I actually don't even know what it's about. Obviously I wanted to read it at some point, but yeah, I'm looking forward to buddy reading this with Emily at some point anyway, because clearly I don't even know what I own anymore. Then we have a book that I was given by, I'm a bit confused as to what I got from Emily and what I got from Charlie, so I may get this wrong, and if I do, I'm sure they'll correct me down below. But I think I was given this one by Charlie. This is Billy and Me by Giovanna Fletcher. I have read some Giovanna Fletcher books before. Giovanna is married to Tom Fletcher from McFly, and she writes books herself, and I think they've also got like a book, Eve of Man, I think it is, that they have written together, and I'm looking forward to reading that one. Again, I don't really know anything about this book in general, but I am looking forward to reading it because, like I said, I have read a Giovanna Fletcher before and I really enjoyed it. Another book that was definitely given by Emily, because this is The Radleys by Matt Haig. Now I've read a Matt Haig book before. I read How to Stop Time and loved it. I think Emily bought this thinking that she would really enjoy it, and then realised that it's actually kind of horror, or like a horror in general. I don't really know anything about it. Very excited. However, there is a little sneaky surprise inside of this, which I'm so excited about. Inside the front cover, she was like, open it up and see what's in there. And inside are some magic bookmarks from Pastel Creations. Oh my god, I'm gonna get that wrong, aren't I? I will link the Etsy shop down below because the lady who runs it, I follow her on Instagram and I talk to her all the time, and honestly she's so lovely. And I know that Nikki from I Read Past My Bedtimes is like a ambassador for the brand, I think, I'm not sure. Very much excited about these. This one, so this is a blue and black one that says #bibliophile, and on the back says book nerd. Love that. I can never get enough bookmarks. And then this other one is gorgeous. I absolutely love this. How stunning is this colour as well? Like, I literally love it. So a massive thank you again to Emily, because I love a bookmark, and that was my birthday present, and I love that. And I also got this book, so either way, I'm excited. Next up, I want to show you the birthday card that Charlie got me. So this is beautiful, and it says, for a special friend with love, and there's lots of cake, because she knows I love cake. And yeah, and then there's just some lovely stuff on the inside. I'm not going to tell you what it says on the inside, because it's for me. Just a little nice gift for me, a little prezzy. But yeah, a lovely card. I just wanted to mention that too, because it's gorgeous. Okay, then we have a book that Charlie and Emily will definitely account to the fact that I literally screamed pretty much when I saw this in the charity shop, because I was so excited about it. This is a Penguin cloth-bound classic of the Jungle Book. Like, it's not in the best quality, like there's some wear on here, but literally, this is stunning. Look at it. It's gorgeous, and I couldn't believe I found a cloth-bound classic for £1. I was shocked. And I'm sure that Charlie is going to do a haul, I think. I imagine she will. If she doesn't, I'm going to tell you anyway. She found one too, another cloth-bound classic in a different shop. So we both had a great time with this. And generally, I've not got any cloth-bound classics, but now I feel like I need them all because they're gorgeous. I've always sort of admired them on other people's shelves. And now I can never get rid of this book, because you know I get rid of books when I've read it, but I can't get rid of this because look at it. It's amazing. Next up, I was really excited again when I saw this one. This is The Liar by Steve Kavanagh. This is actually the 3rd book in the Eddie Flynn series. Now, you may or may not know that 13, which is the 4th book in the Eddie Flynn series, was one of my favourite books of the year so far. I read it recently and loved it. And then I saw this one and I was like, this is calling to me. Yeah, very excited about this. Oh, I also wanted to really quickly mention, because I forgot to mention this in my other video, and I feel really bad about it, because Nicole from Beautiful Chaos of Books, you know how much I love Nicole's channel, she sent me 2 books for my birthday, which I have definitely not got with me right now because they're downstairs, and I totally forgot to bring them because I've put them on my shelf in their spaces now. What I will do is I'm going to, in my next video that I do, I'm going to do a little talk about those 2 books, because I don't have them on me right now, and I don't want to, like, I really want to make a thing about it, because I was very happy and very grateful that Nicole bought them for me. So no matter what my next video is I film, I'm not actually sure what I'm filming next, but I will definitely put a little thing at the beginning of the books that she bought me, because I want to give them their own little special little moment, because like I say, I've forgotten to bring them upstairs. So I'm really sorry about that. But yes, they will be in that video, I promise. But thank you, Nicole, you're amazing. I love you so much. So next one is one that Emily bought me, or gave me, because, so this, I'll just say, it's In the Midst of Life by Jennifer Worth. This is the only book left of the Call the Midwife series that I didn't own, and we are buddy reading them. We've buddy read one that I really didn't like, but that was because it was the last one and there wasn't really any midwife stuff in it. But this is In the Midst of Life, which I think is, I don't really know in terms of which one's which, but I've got Call the Midwife and I've got Farewell to the East End, which is the one we read, and Shadows of the Workhouse, I think it's called. So yeah, we're going to buddy read this one and Shadows of the Workhouse together, but I need to read Call the Midwife first myself, because that's the first one. But yeah, generally I'm really excited that I have this, because I couldn't find this anywhere, and then Emily found it for me because she's a gem. Next up is a lovely little thing that we got from, where did we get this from? I feel like it was Tiger or Paper Chase. I think it was Tiger. Was it Paper Chase? I have no idea, correct me ladies. But we all got a matching postcard, which I picked, and then bless her, Charlie got. I didn't realise she was going to get it, but she's beautiful. But this is a little postcard that says, "You make the world, my world, a better place," and it's beautiful, and I love this. I'm definitely going to put this up somewhere, and this is going to be my little Charlie and Emily little quote thing. Yeah, what I might do actually is put this in a frame along with the picture of us, because I think that would be really cute. So yeah, I might do that. But anyway, either way, this is beautiful, and we've all got a matching one, so I'm very excited about that. Next up is an author that Emily has really raved about, and I think Charlie hasn't read this yet, so we might read this together. This is Tinman by Sarah Winman. Tinman by Sarah Winman always makes me laugh, I don't know why. Like I said, I got, in my other haul, I got When God Was a Rabbit. When God Was a Rabbit? Is that what it's called? When God Was a Rabbit? I think it was what it's called. But this is another one. I've definitely heard Simon Savage talking about this one too, so I don't really know anything about it in general, but I know that this has been really raved about. It's also really short, so I'm excited to read it. Next up is one that Emily bought me as well. This one is Private Vegas by James Patterson and Maxine Petro. You all know how much I love the Private series, and I didn't have this one, so thank you very much to Emily for getting this for me, because I love this series. Then we have a Stephen King book. I do tend to pick up Stephen King books if I find them in charity shops. There were so many of them I could not pick all of them up this time, but I picked up Dreamcatcher by Stephen King. This is quite a big book and I don't really know anything about it, but my sister tells me this is a movie and she said it was a good movie. So it's funnily enough set in Derry, Maine. Shock horror, everybody. It's a Stephen King book set in Derry, Maine. I don't know anything about it. My sister said it wasn't that scary. It was more kind of creepy. So this could be interesting, and another one that I have on my shelf to read. Then I just wanted to show you the presents that Charlie got me. She got me these beautiful double set of these little notebooks, which I'm excited about, and I'm going to use them for my channel. So this one obviously says love, and it's gorgeous. The colours of this are stunning. And then this one says do it for yourself, and again I love the colours of this. So these are beautiful, and I'm definitely going to use these. These are from Paper Chase as well, which they're really good quality, and the paper in them is all squares. Oh my goodness, I didn't realise. Squares in one and then there's lines in the other. I'm beyond excited by that. Absolutely gorgeous. We then saw a book that me and Emily sort of had a little mini like, who's going to pick this one up? This is Fairest by Marissa Meyer. However, what we decided, I was going to get it because this is the next book that I have to read. I think Emily's read Cinder, so she has to read Scarlet and Cress yet, so I'm going to hopefully get this one in and then give it to her afterwards. So this is I think this is book 3.5 in the Lunar Chronicles series. If you don't know, the Lunar Chronicles series is a kind of fairy tale retelling series, I guess. Like, I love this series so much. I've read all the first 3 books and I only have this one and then Winter to read, which is the big, I think it's big, the last one. And I think this might be, is it Princess? I don't know what's her name. Oh, this is Lavana's story. So Queen Lavana in the, I wouldn't say Mortal Instruments then. The Lunar Chronicles she's a horrible lady. But this is like her backstory, I think. I'm pretty sure that Nicole recently read this and I think she quite liked it. I think she gave it a 4. So this could be an interesting one, and I do love this series in general, so I'm excited to be able to get to this one. And I think this was 20p, which is never a bad price. Then I got another Stephen King book. This one is Skeleton Crew by Stephen King. Charlie was telling me that this is a sci-fi type one, although now I've just looked at that, I think this might be a short story collection. Is that right? Oh, it is. Oh, this one's a short story collection. I had no idea. It says in a bumper collection of tales guaranteed to chill the spine and freeze the blood. Wow, okay. Yeah, this is a short story collection then. That's really exciting. I have quite a few of his short story collections, and this is another one to add to it. I'm really excited by that. I didn't even realise. Okay, then we have one that's really exciting, and this is the only book that I bought full price. And I don't very often buy books full price, but I've never bought a book in Waterstones. I know, because we don't have a Waterstones near me, and so I picked this one up, and this was my first ever Waterstones read, and I've been wanting to pick this up for ages because, if you don't know, Charlie has been raving about this book for ages, and if you know Charlie's channel, you probably know what I'm about to show you. But this book is like a brand new book, and the author, Trent Dalton, commented on something on Twitter, I think to Charlie's message where I was tagged in it, so I saw what he wrote and I was beyond excited. So this is Boy Swallows Universe by Trent Dalton. It's really hard to sum up a book that you don't really know what it's about, but I'm just going to quickly read the inside. It says, an utterly wonderful novel of love, crime, magic, fate and coming of age from one of Australia's most exciting new writers. Brisbane 1983, a lost father, a mute brother, a mum in jail, a heroin dealer for a stepfather and a notorious criminal for a babysitter. It's not as if Eli's life isn't complicated enough already. He's just trying to follow his heart, learning what it takes to be a good man, but life just keeps throwing obstacles in the way. Not least of which is Titus Bros, legendary drug dealer. But Eli's life is about to get a whole lot more serious. He's about to fall in love, and he has to break into prison on Christmas Day to save his mum. A story of brotherhood, true love, and the most unlikely of friendships, Boy Swallows Universe will be the most heartbreaking, joyous, and exhilarating novel you will read all year. And like I said, this is Charlie's favourite book of the year, and from what she said, I'm not seeing anything else is going to beat this one. So yeah, I'm really excited. This is gorgeous, and also, can we just talk about the fact that Charlie signed it for me? We had I signed one of her books. I signed The Scapegoat by Daphne du Maurier for her, because we love Daphne du Maurier. And I signed this one for her. and she signed this one for me, so it has a little note in there for me, and I'm always going to remember this book. Again, not one I think the only reason she wrote in it was because then I wouldn't give it away once I'd read it. I did tell her if I don't like this, that's the end of the friendship. No, I'm joking, it's not really. I'm sure I'm gonna love this. It sounds amazing, and this cover is gorgeous. Next up is probably the one I'm most excited about on this haul, and this one is My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brodie Ashton and Jodie Meadows. This is a book I've heard loads about, and it is a retelling, I guess. It says, the comical, fantastical, romantical, entirely, but not really, true story of Lady Jane Grey. And I think the reason I'm most excited about this one is because the second book in this series is My Plain Jane, and it is a retelling of Jane Eyre, which I love Jane Eyre, we all know, it's my favourite. So I think this could be really good, and it just sounds fascinating. I've heard amazing things, and I've been listening about this book for ages, and yeah, I can't wait to read this. We then have a book that I don't know which one of them gave me this. I know there was a talk about someone was going to give it to me, and now I can't remember, and I feel really bad about it. I was given this on my time away. This is Mad Girl, A Happy Life with a Mixed Up Mind by Bryony Gordon. Honestly, who gave me this book? I feel like it was Charlie, but it might have been Emily. I don't know, I feel really bad, I can't remember. I'm sorry, I can't remember who got me. Someone gave me this anyway. This follows Bryony Gordon. Obviously she wrote it. She has OCD, and I think this is her diary. I think this is her true story based on her actual life. I don't know. But it follows her relationship with OCD and depression, and I know that a lot of people read this for the mental health-a-thon, and Emily said that this was really was difficult to read, so I think I'm gonna have to make sure I'm in a good mindset when I read it, but I am really looking forward to picking it up. We then have another book that I genuinely can't remember who gave me. I'm pretty sure that Emily gave me this one. This is Plain Truth by Jodie Picoult. As you might know, I adore Jodie Picoult. I think she's amazing. This follows it's a murder in Amish country, and it's about a lawyer who steps in to defend the young woman at the centre of the storm. So yeah, I'm again looking forward to reading this. It's a murder mystery kind of case, but it's also about religion and about lawyers, and it's a psychological drama. So sounds like all of my tick boxes in one, and I love Jodie Picoult as well, so that's great. So looking forward to this one. We then have a book by an author that I have loved her books in the past. This is In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. I don't know really anything about this. I'm guessing it's set in the woods. I don't know. And there's always a woman named Claire in thrillers, I feel like, every time. If it's written by a Claire or it's got a Claire in it, I don't know. But yeah, this sounds really interesting. Again, it's Ruth Ware, so I'm going to read her books. I've read... I've got The Woman in Cabin 10, I haven't read that one, and I've read The Lion Game by Ruth Ware and really liked it. And I think there's a few others that I've got or I've seen or whatever. So yeah, looking forward to reading this one. And also, it's not very big at all. The next one is a translated book, and this is translated from German, I think. So this is The Old Child and the Book of Words by Jenny Erpenbeck. And it was translated by Susan Bernofsky. I don't actually know anything about this. All I know is that I was told it was good, and I think that's why I was given it, because it's been translated. I can't actually really remember them talking about whoever. I'm sure this was from Charlie. I can't remember her talking about this. I don't really know anything about it, so yeah, this could be another interesting one to read. Also, I'm sorry if I'm just going to say Charlie and Emily gave it to me. I don't know actually which one gave it to me. They gave me so many books, I genuinely can't remember. You should also know that a lot of the books that are coming up now are classics, and Charlie is like the queen of classics, and she always like picks up brilliant ones, and I get really excited about it. And so I have definitely picked up more classics than I would normally have done, but I am really excited about it anyway. So the next one I've got is The Road by Cormac McCarthy. Again, you may know that this is one of Charlie's favourite books of the year, and it doesn't have any chapter breaks, she said, and it is quite sort of dreek and bleary. It's quite bleak and dreary, and not too much happens, and I think it's about a father and a son walking along the coast. Yeah, my sister tells me the movie's really bad, but I don't know. Again, I've not read any of it, I don't have a clue. But I do really want to read this, like I said, because Charlie loves it so much. Another classic that I decided to pick up, which I feel like could be an interesting one to read, is Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov. I really like the modern classics covers of these anyway. Like I don't know, there's something about them that I just really enjoy. And so yeah, I've got this one. Again, I've heard it's obviously a story about a paedophile who's obsessed with a 12-year-old, and yes, this is a classic that I think you're either going to love or you're going to hate, so we'll see which camp I fall into. Next up is one that Charlie found in the charity shop, I think, before, and I'm really excited that she found this one for me because I mentioned in my bookshelf tours that I really wanted to read the D.I. Helen Grey series because I'd heard Nicole talking about it a lot, and I had like book 4 and book 5, I think, in the series, and she found me Eeny Meeny by M.J. Arledge, which is the first book in the series, and I could not be more excited. Like I said, I've got like 4 and 5, and I didn't have number 1, and I've been looking for it for ages, so I'm excited by this. Next up is another classic, and most of these classics I'm going to just tell you that I don't really know what they're about because it's true. I got Lord of the Flies by William Golding. This is a beautiful cover, I love it. And I think this is about a plane crashing on a desert island and a load of schoolboys essentially like stuck on the island. This one was set in published in 1954, and yeah, I just adore this cover, so I wanted to get this because I haven't actually read Lord of the Flies before either. We then have a book that I'm really excited about because of the author. This is The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn. This is her really short short story, I guess. I've read I think all of the other, well, I think, is there only 3 other books by Gillian Flynn? I've read all 3 of those, if that is the case, and I don't know anything about it, but I am interested. Although having now read the back of it, that's annoyed me a little bit because it says on the back, which I didn't realise, The Grown Up, which originally appeared as What Do You Do in George R.R. Martin's Rogues Anthology. Meaning I've read this before because I read the Rogues Anthology and this was in it and it was called something else, so I didn't know that I'd already read it. Either way, I think I'm going to reread this one then. Clearly I've already read it and I can't really remember. I'm going to reread this, I think, for the Thriller-a-thon because it's really short. So I'm slightly irritated by that because I didn't realise until I read the back that I've already read this before. But either way, it's great. I've got it. Then we have another classic, but this time Emily bought this one for me. She found it and she asked me if I'd got it, and I didn't, so we were going to buddy read this, I think around Christmas time possibly. This is Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. Again, this is a Penguin classic. I really like this cover, and I haven't read much Charles Dickens. I think I've only read, have I read any Charles Dickens? I don't know, actually. That's interesting. I need to think about that one. But I do really want to read Oliver Twist because I've seen the movie and the adaptations and I love them. Yeah, excited for this. I think Charlie might read this with us as well because, spoiler alert, I think that was the book that she got what do you call it? That's the one she got the Clothbound Classic of, was Oliver Twist. Then we have a book that I'm really excited about because this is a brand new book, and I know Nicole loves this. I'm sorry I keep mentioning the same people, but I love Nicole and you know that. And then I saw this in the charity shop for £2. It's a brand new book and she's been wanting to, she's been trying to get everyone to read it. And that is Sleep by C.L. Taylor. This is, I've read C.L. Taylor before. I've liked one of her books and not the other, but I think this is meant to be a really good one. This is like a hardback copy and it was only £2 in the charity shop, which I think is great. This is about, all Anna wants is to be able to sleep, but insomnia, nightmares and memories of that horrific day are making it impossible. And yeah, I think it's about a little island, and I don't really know anything else about it, but C.L. Taylor, Nicole loves it. All of the things that I'm excited about. So I do really want to show you the other thing that I got from Charlie. So this is a little I don't know, I guess you could use this for like a makeup bag, or you could just use it for little like paperwork in or whichever. And she got me this, obviously, as S, like I said, for my name, and I love it. It's very, very cute. And then if I open it, one of the other things that she got me on the day was a postcard for Henley-on-Thames, which we sat at, which is very exciting, so that's beautiful. And then the thing that I literally nearly cried when she showed it to me. So I opened this at her mum's house, and this is beautiful. So this is from the Lockett Library, and it's like a little online shop, and this, so I'll show you, this says author Louisa May Alcott, title Little Women. The date is the 1st of the 7th, 92. This is my birth date. And it says issue 2, and it says happy birthday, Simone. And then I have this beautiful little, so I have this beautiful Little Women, little like book. It's like it is a book essentially. It's like got little hinges and stuff. And then on here, up there, it says, I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning to sail my ship. And honestly, this is so beautiful. And I even thought about it after, when I opened it. Then I realised that the first ever buddy read that me and Charlie did was Little Women. and this is just such a thoughtful gift, and I love it so much. And a massive thank you to her, because this is stunning. And you guys with your bookmarks and your things, and honestly the two of you are gorgeous, Millie and Charlie, and I love you so much. So I'm going to keep these forever as a little, oh, I love you guys. So we actually went to the Bell's bookshop, which, as I said, I'll have linked to the vlog that Charlie did of Henley on Thames down below. I got some free little bookmarks, and I didn't really know what to get there, because I don't, like I said, don't tend to buy books full price. But we did go to the little like Penguin Modern, like Penguin Classics little section where they have the little ones, and I got 5 of these. And I tried to get ones that either Charlie had, or we got the same ones then, because I'm excited. And I also just wanted to get ones that I was excited about. So the first one I got is Dark Days by James Baldwin. This is some essays. I think it's like a political essays set about race, so I'm excited about this one. I think that I need to read more diversely as well, which is great. So yeah, I'm looking forward to picking that one up. The next one I got was A Slip Under the Microscope by H.G. Wells. H.G. Wells wrote The War of the Worlds, which I haven't read, but I'm excited to read. So this is a set of stories about like science fiction and that kind of thing. So I'm trying to try something different. This is obviously one of the little black ones. Then the other little black one I got is lot number 249 by Arthur Conan Doyle. This is a story, obviously, by the guy who wrote Sherlock Holmes, but this is not a Sherlock Holmes story. This is the first ever tale to feature a supernatural Egyptian mummy. Sounds fascinating. Then I got Till September Petronella by Jean Rhys. I don't really know anything about it. I have read Wide Sargasso Sea by Jean Rhys, and I do really want to reread that one. That is set around like Jane Eyre. I don't know how to explain it really, but this is her little short story, which I thought would be really interesting to read. It's actually 4 searing stories of women, so sounds really fun. And then the final one I got was The Breakthrough by Daphne du Maurier. I feel like whenever I see Charlie, I think Daphne du Maurier, hence why I signed her Daphne du Maurier book. This is, I don't know what it's about, but it's Daphne du Maurier, and it's really short, like I said, so yes, this could be great. And like I said, anything Daphne du Maurier I'm happy to read. Most of the rest of the books I have now are sort of classics, like I said. So the next one I got was the Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. This is one of the Penguin Classics editions, and most people know what Treasure Island is. It's kind of like a pirate adventure story, I guess. And yeah, I found this such good quality, and honestly, their charity shops were amazing, and I was so excited about this one. Then I got The Big Sleep by Raymond Chandler. This is a book, I think it's like one of the, I don't know what this is about at all. My sister really likes this, apparently. She read it at school for English, and I've heard really good things about it. I think it's the first book in a series, the Marlowe series, but again, I don't know. Yeah, looking forward to reading this one. I feel like this, I've heard this is like dystopic, but I'm not sure. I then got, I don't very often, as you probably know, reread books or buy books like different copies of books, but I did see this one, and honestly, I'm so excited about it. So this is Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. This is one of the vintage classics. It has French flaps. Look at how beautiful that is. And then in the back it's got the same. Honestly, I do own a copy of Northanger Abbey, but I haven't read Northanger Abbey yet. That's one of the ones I haven't. But then I thought to myself, it's fine, because when I read Northanger Abbey itself, I'll read this copy. And then the Northanger Abbey copy that I've got has got all of the short stories, like Lady Susan and that sort of thing in it. So I can read that one for those. So it's really not a waste. Really. Promise. And yeah, I love this song. And also, this says on the front, introduced by P.D. James. And now P.D. James is an author that I love too. So that's great. Then we have My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier. Like I said, I think that we are doing a buddy read of My Cousin Rachel in September with the people that I've buddy read the other Daphne du Maurier books that I've read with. So yeah, this could be really interesting. This again is a Penguin books. This isn't the best quality book, but you know what? I'm going to read it, and I'm probably going to enjoy it, so I don't really care. I've heard Lauren from Lauren and the Books talking about My Cousin Rachel, and I'm sure she really liked it. So it's du Maurier again, so I was happy to pick up a copy. So I have 3 left. The next one is Cersei by Madeline Miller. I feel like Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction loves this book, and she was talking about it. I think that was their Myth Take book more recently. So I will link down below Ashley's channel, because you should just watch her anyway, irrelevant of that. And this one is about I think it's about Greek gods. Other than that, I don't really know anything about it. I think that me and Emily are going to buddy read this at some point because she has Charlie's copy, I want to say. And yeah, I don't know anything else. I've heard amazing things. Very excited to try something different. Then I have a book that I think I was given by Emily. This is Miss You by Kate Eberlin. Either that or Charlie gave me this one and... No, I think Charlie gave me this one and Emily gave me the other one that I said that Charlie gave me. I'm sorry guys, they both gave me loads of books. I was very excited. This says Tess and Gus are meant to be, they just haven't met properly yet and perhaps they never will. Weird, that sounds great. I think this is like a romantic sort of book that I want to read, to be honest, so yeah, this is great. Finally, we're at the last book, and this is one that I know that Charlie gave me, and this is Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. I know that Charlie really did not like this book, but I personally am excited because I've read Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda and really loved that book. And this is like the second one in like, I think it's a companion one. It's not like a continuation of that book, I don't think. So Leah, I believe, is plus size, but she's also bisexual, and it's about her coming to terms with that, I guess. And yeah, again, really looking forward to this one. So there you have it guys. I know that was a long video and so was my other one, but please go and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I had a wonderful, wonderful time with both Charlie and Emily, so please go and check out their channels. I love both those girls so much. As I said, I will link down the collaboration that we did because it was so much fun and had a wonderful time, and I can't wait to see them again, but maybe I won't pick up so many books next time. Today's video shout out is going to be for... Julie from The Hungry Bookworm. I love Julie's channel. You all know how much I adore Julie in general. She's so creative. She does some amazing videos and I love her to pieces. She messages me all the time. We have a great conversation and I just love her. So, and also I just think that I was introduced to Julie from Charlie in general to begin with. So I feel like this is a perfect video to shout her out in. So go and check out Julie's channel. She's also recently started a channel called Midlife Crisis, which she makes like skincare videos and other bits and pieces, which I think is coming. So please go and check out that as well because I think she's amazing. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I will see you for my next video next time. Bye guys.